Okay, so welcome to the third lecture. Today we'll talk about the Vipassana practice, and a few of you have already started asking me about how much to practice after the course, how to practice in your daily life, how to bring awareness into your day. So we'll cover a few of these topics and kind of how to think about that. So today in the live session we just have one other person, Aru, from India. And yeah, we will just go ahead and I'll ask Aru some questions throughout.
Yes, please.
Good. So we are learning how to practice meditation. This is a meditation course. So we were focusing on the practice of meditation. So the formal practice, 2 hours a day, walking, sitting meditation. But really, this meditation practice is not different from our lives. So it's important not to keep the meditation in a small compartment you do once per day, and then in the rest of your life you completely forget about it. And the Buddha, his teachings are about life and morality in life, caring for ourselves, caring for others. So caring for our bodies, caring for our mind, how we think, how we speak, how we act, of course, influences how we think, how we feel, our position in life. These are kind of the basic. And then, of course, through meditation, going deeper into being aware of body and mind and how it works, what's going on there, and finding deeper and deeper what is the cause for suffering. If we understand what the causes for suffering that keeps arising, the dissatisfaction, discontentment, hatred, anger, greed, if we understand how it arises more clearly, we will be able to recognize it earlier and prevent ourselves from going down those tracks. So really, meditation is not different from life. Meditation is life, and life starts happening within our meditation. So we have these two dimensions, these two pillars of the practice: our formal practice, which we're doing every day for an hour, 2 hours, and our informal practice. So in terms of thinking about how much we should practice after this course, it's really much more up to your own lifestyle and how much time you want to commit to this. The more time you are spending meditating, the higher this habit or the more accessible this kind of way of relating that you're cultivating within the practice is going to be throughout the rest of your day. And so a nice guideline is kind of doing half an hour per day of practice is good. It's good, is a good minimum. If you tend to do less, 10, 20 minutes, it will be more like settling in, but you won't start to go deeper into the awareness. If you're doing more, 1 hour, maybe even 2 hours per day, it will have a stronger effect on the rest of your day, a stronger state effect, and over time, the habit will change more quickly. But we don't need to meditate 8 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours per day if it's not sustainable for ourselves. And actually, at some point, it can become running away from our life if we are just kind of meditating the whole time and we don't deal with the things, we don't deal with our relationships, we just run away toward meditating. So Aru, do you have some idea? I mean, I know you were practicing a little bit before this course already, but some idea what is a realistic time commitment for you that you can make per day?
Yeah. So it can be 30 minutes to 60 minutes in the morning and in the evening because I do practice yoga and also some kind of strength training sessions. So 30 to 60 minutes, I'm fine.
Nice. Yeah, so that sounds like a reasonable time. And it's just important not to make it too intense, like not to if meditation is becoming something you have to do, like work, where you have to push yourself every morning to do it, then it's not so good. Then you better to reduce the time and find some minimum time that is sustainable, that you feel like motivated to do it. Like every morning you feel, okay, I want to meditate. I know it is bringing me benefits. I want to do it, not because someone told you to, not because um, you force yourself, but because um, you see the benefit immediately and also over time.
Sure.
Mhm. And we have walking and sitting meditation. Both of those are valuable to practice. They are different dimensions, so not to expect that your walking is going to be like your sitting, but we're working with different dimensions. I've already talked about this topic at length. So it's nice to split half-half, walking and sitting. If you just have 20 minutes, 10 minutes, maybe just sitting is okay. But if you have longer, 1 hour, then half-half is a nice way to do it. Is the way I also practice.
Sure.
And you also have the choice if you want to practice more samatha or you want to practice more vipassana. So samatha has more calming effect. If you just focus on the walking, if you just focus on the breath while walking and sitting, it will be more samatha. If in to make it more vipassana, you start labeling, noticing other things also. You're thinking, you start opening up awareness more and just allow whatever arises to arise, realizing it moment to moment. So you can maybe sometimes you're very upset, cannot do anything, Vipassana is too difficult to practice, then maybe just more easy, stay with the breath for some time, then your mind will calm down. Then you can open up more, noticing other things.
Sure.
And by the way, if you have any questions throughout, Aru, you can just ask me.
Yeah. So going forward, that is once the 10 days is over. So if I'm going to invest 1 hour for me, so 30 minutes I can use it for walking. And
Mm.
the rest of the 30 minutes, do I need to do a breath watching? Or what I learned from the Goenka Vipassana meditation, where we need to scan the full body and observe all the sensations. What is that I need to do in the second part of the 30 minutes? In the
Mm-hmm.
walking, sorry, in the
In this
sitting posture?
sitting posture, whichever of the technique works for you. So Aru, you practice before body scanning, so you can use the body scanning meditation, or you can use the Vipassana meditation, which I was sharing in this course about anchoring in the belly, but then also labeling your thinking, labeling your emotions, labeling your different sensations appearing. So not to focus, not just the breath, but more open, noticing, realizing other phenomena.
Okay, sure.
But it's important not to mix. So you choose one and you practice that for some time, for some months. Don't try to
Okay,
mix and jumping because you will
okay,
get confused. So pick
sure,
one which works for you and then practice.
sure. I'll go with yours because yours I'm somewhat comfortable in
Mm-hmm.
practicing.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And you can always use the meditations again, the guided meditations, if it helps you. But it's
Yeah,
also
that is
important. Mhm.
yeah,
It's
that is
also
one of the
important.
question. Sorry.
It's also important not to rely too much on the guided meditation. So you want to also practice sometimes without meditation and just with a timer, like a meditation timer. You can find many in the App Store. And
Okay,
because you're also learning, because it's more easy, of course, with my voice when I keep reminding you, hey, come back, realize what's happening, realize you're thinking. But you also want to develop the skill yourself to be able to come back just from your own intention.
sure.
Mhm. So then we have the rest of our life. And the rest of our life is more complicated, no? The walking and sitting is more simple activity, just walking, just sitting. But the rest of life, there's so many different things we do. We're talking, we are concentrating on work, we are eating, we are walking, we are planning about the future, we are thinking about the past, we are, interacting with our children, with loved ones, we are showering, we are reading, everything, all activities of the day. Many things happening in the body, in the mind. And most of the time, we are not trying to be aware. We're not
True.
trying to be aware of what's inside. We are just doing the things, no?
Yeah.
So it's nice to just bring in little bits meditation throughout your day. So some moments you are just like during the walking meditation, you're thinking about stuff, but you're just realizing also you come back to just walking to the physical body, left moving. So even now, if you if you look in your desk, maybe you see some object and you go to reach for one of these objects and you take it. So
Okay.
when you put it back, so how to make this action more aware. So
Mhm.
let's try again to do it, and we try to be more aware of how what's happening. We don't have to slow it down. We can just be more aware of that action. And put it back. So Aru, what were you aware of in this action?
I also parallelly did the same, taking the water from the table.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, this time it looks like I'm more attentive or awareness is high, but normally
Awareness of what? What were you aware of?
it's something like focused on that specific object. Because sometimes what happened is I want to keep my mobile on the table, but before reaching the table itself, I dropped my mobile and it fell down.
Yeah.
So I used to think that I'm not more focused or more aware. So I was thinking like that in the past. So this time I felt that my awareness was high since I'm 100% focused here. Otherwise, normally what happened is that I used to think so many other things and do this
Yes.
activity.
Yes. I want to give you one more little way you can be aware. So now we're going to take the bottle, but
Hmm.
don't do it yet, the water.
Okay.
And first, bring awareness to your body, your physical feeling of your body,
Hmm.
the way your arm feels that is going to take the bottle.
Hmm.
And now see if you can stay aware of your feeling of your body as you
Hmm.
go to reach and touch and take the bottle and feel the weight coming back, holding it, feeling also the sensation and the weight of the arm. Maybe you feel the muscles activate in the shoulder. You feel some grabbing, tightening sensation in the hand.
Hmm.
Maybe you also feel more your body sitting. And you put it back, also aware, remembering the way uh,
Okay.
to putting it. What did you notice?
Uh, this time, is it multiple labeling we do? By that way, we are focusing.
No need to label. No need to label. So, so specifically, if you are just aware of it, you don't need to label it. If the labeling helps you to be aware, use the label.
Okay.
What did you notice on this last one, third time?
Yeah. Third time, it's the body sensations. It will really help. So when we are doing with body sensation awareness, that would be very helpful. That's what I thought about it.
Mhm. Okay, you were thinking during.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, it's okay. Thinking is nature, so you can just be aware also of this thinking, like, oh, I'm trying to do this action, but I'm just thinking about how it's nice to use body sensation. But there's a difference between thinking about it and really feeling it, no?
Oh, okay. Okay.
There's a difference. You're thinking in
Yeah.
the future like, it'd be so nice in the future to be aware of body sensations, but there's body sensations happening in the present moment you can be aware.
Yeah.
So just coming back to always body sensations is a good.
Yeah. I have a question here.
Mhm.
Say I'm working in an IT company.
Yeah.
So for us, the meetings goes to 30 minutes to 60 minutes and all. And
Hmm.
we'll be focusing about that meeting, what is that we need to do, or what has gone well, what something not gone well. So while doing these kind of activities for 8 to 10 hours or 8 to 12 hours of job, so is it feasible to bring this informal life practice there?
Absolutely. How do you think it might be possible in these meetings to be aware? Can you tell
Uh,
me?
okay, will you please repeat the question? Sorry.
How would you do it? So I told you some techniques now. So in these meetings, how would you try to be more aware?
Okay. Just give me few seconds. I'm thinking. Okay. The example which you taught me is bringing the water bottle from the table. We need to feel it, than thinking about the sensations what we have. But in the meeting, when we are discussing with the one or multiple people, we will be in the listening mode, and also are we clear on what they are telling, what is the question we need to ask. We will be focusing on that, and what is the goal objective we have, we will be thinking about it.
Okay.
So I'm not
And what,
ex yeah.
okay, and then what do you have, what is your body during doing during this meeting?
Uh, Mostly nothing, just listening. Maybe my eyes are focused to the screen because it will be, there's a possibility it might be online meeting or in-person meeting. Or
Okay.
sometimes I used to take notes.
So what is your
What?
body doing? For example, right now we are also in a meeting, no? We are
Yeah,
talking.
yeah.
What is it? Can you feel your body right now?
Yeah, yes, I can feel the body.
What do you feel in your body?
The breathing happens,
Yes. What else?
and the sensations, the room is too cold.
Where, okay, what kind of sensation do you feel in the body? Cold sensation?
Yeah, cold sensation, yes.
What
And the
else?
floor is also too cold due to rains here.
Okay. So you feel cold sensation in your feet?
Yeah, yes,
Okay. This is also sensation. You feel
yeah,
sensation of sitting?
yes.
Yes,
And
also sensation.
yeah, after some time, body will be, will be getting some body aches, and I will be constantly changing my posture also.
Yes. So no need to sit still, but you're aware when you change the posture. You're aware
Yeah,
how it feels to change, to shift.
yeah,
So you have many things you can be aware of. So no need
yeah.
to focus too much on the thing, but sometimes more with your own body will help you.
Okay, sure.
So your body is always there, no matter what you do. So this is why we use the body for Vipassana practice, because it's always there and it's always presenting a lot of sensations. And you will feel when you become angry, your body sensations, they will change. Or when
Mm,
you're thinking a lot, when you're focusing, when you get, sometimes in the meeting you get maybe a little bit upset or frustrated,
true,
you will see your mind working in some different way than when you are peaceful. You will feel your body in some different way than when you are doing something else. So you're aware of this. This is
true.
power of meditation.
Yeah,
Okay, let's move on.
okay.
Let me clear these. So the moment you wake up from the moment you go to sleep, you have
Hmm.
many things, many moments and many different things that you do.
Yeah,
So helpful thing, we just practice a little bit in the morning, practice a little bit in the evening. It will help. not so much, then our mind will not be so unstable anymore. We will bring more stability into the mind.
Yes.
But we can also try to bring more moments into our day. And then we like moments of awareness, moments of mindfulness, like I just taught you how to do in the meeting. And then
Mm.
we never going too far away from this baseline of being aware. And when you're never too far away from just being aware, it is much more difficult for you to become angry, for you to become upset, because you're just checking yourself. You're resting more, you're realizing more what you're doing, resetting.
Okay.
So if there's no meditation, then everything, your whole day, your mood, your state of mind, your attitude will come, and maybe you're happy, something goes, become angry, upset, something goes, and it's like this. But you just bring in some meditation, bring in some moments, and the whole thing will become more balanced, more easy. Make
Okay.
sense?
Yeah, yeah. Yes.
So you can be aware externally. What is the action I'm doing? What am I doing? Okay, I'm talking, I'm thinking. You're more externally aware. There's the physical space. I'm aware of the room. For example, now when you're sitting listening to me, you can
Mhm.
see, there's a room. I'm aware I'm sitting at this desk. This is external awareness. You
Okay.
can be internally aware also, aware of the body sensation, aware of your thinking, your hearing. So something that only you can experience, your hearing, your body sensation. No one else can experience your body sensation except you, your
Right.
internal awareness. So this is how to practice during the day. So it's the same actually as during the meditation. We are also focusing very much on the internal awareness.
Okay.
But throughout the day we can also do it.
Okay.
Yes. So we have yes, our practice of Vipassana meditation, our practice of seeing clearly what's happening in the moment.
Can I ask a
So
question
remember,
here?
yes, go ahead.
Yeah. So constantly, for example, if I'm in office between 9 to 6 for 8 hours, so constantly, approximately, maybe every 30 minutes or so, or every 60 minutes or so, approximately, do I need to question myself? How do I feel now? Is that bring some kind of awareness? Is that what I need to do?
It's helpful. It's helpful. It's mindfulness is not just about how you feel, like your emotional state, but it
Mhm.
is part of it. So you can, if you're aware of your emotional state, your mood state, how you're perceiving the world, this is also part of awareness. So yeah, you can check. But rather than just every half an hour, you can check like every whenever you remember, you just check, what do I feel or what's going on right now?
Mhm.
So not necessarily like how am I or what is my mood state? Like, oh, I'm very good because today I had nice breakfast and I enjoying the sunshine. Then you're again thinking about it.
Right.
But you're more like when we're practicing Vipassana, we just know
Mhm.
what's going on without thinking about it. Just know it. Yeah, I feel the sensation of sitting. I
Mhm.
feel a hearing. I feel
Mhm.
maybe some agitation in the nervous system.
Mhm.
I feel my heart a little bit beating. Now I feel my arm relaxing. Now I feel a sensation of sitting, touching the chair.
Mhm.
So not too much about thinking about how you feel, but more realizing it in the moment.
Okay.
So remembering that the Vipassana meditation is about our experience.
Mhm.
It is not about our story of us in the world, like, I'm like this and it's because of this and that in the world and me in the world. It's more of our experience, our sensory moment to moment experience.
Okay.
whether it's thinking or hearing or sensation or seeing. So the deeper we are going into Vipassana, the more we are deconstructing our experience
Mhm.
into its components. Like when we're doing the body scanning in Goenka, we scanning the body, no? In the
Correct.
beginning I feel my whole arm, I feel oh my belly is full because I ate a lot for lunch, or I feel
Yeah.
I feel pain in my knee, and then you're scanning more deeper and you start to see more detail.
Yeah.
What is the sensation of my knee? Okay, it's more some pressure, some heat. I start to see more, and I go deeper. I start to see more. So we're doing the same thing in this technique, but not just with body sensation, but with entire body-mind experience,
Okay.
body and mind.
Uh, In my previous practice of meditation, I have been asked to do some kind of affirmation on hourly basis. So what I used to do is there is an app called Mindfulness Bell. So that app, every 1 hour I can configure. It will make a small bell sound. So once I get the bell sound, I repeat some kind of affirmations. So do I need to do that kind of practice here, or because if you are too busy in your work, or if you are too much involved in your work, something creative work it's involved, so there is a possibility I might forget the Vipassana for the entire day. So
Yes,
to bring that to my knowledge, to my notice, do I need to use that kind of any app which
it's
will
helpful.
30?
It's
Okay.
helpful. You can do it.
Okay.
It's helpful. You don't need to make any affirmations.
Mm,
Affirmations would be more samatha meditation, like using some mantra or
mm,
focusing on your calm feeling or something like this is more on samatha meditation. Like
mm.
I forget everything for the time and I focus on my affirmations. It's more in samatha meditation, settling
Okay.
calm. But it's also good. It's helpful. If you continue doing it, it's helpful.
Okay.
But you can also just when you get the bell, you can just mindfulness, just aware what's happening, whatever is happening. So no need to choose, but just aware of body, aware of mind. So yeah, it's helpful. But also trying to remember for yourself, not always relying on the bell, because maybe sometimes you forget your phone or your phone out of battery or something, then you also need to rely on yourself.
Sure. Yeah.
So every experience that you had in your meditation, your different, throughout these 10 days, you had many different experiences, no, in your meditation, like sometimes boring, sometimes happy, sometimes planning, sometimes worrying, sometimes focus on the breath, sometimes thinking, many different experiences, no?
Right.
Yes. What did all your experiences have in common? What is one
Mostly,
thing that you noticed about all your experiences?
mostly it's focusing on action. What next? What is
Okay.
it I need to do for today?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And what did you notice about all these experiences? Did they last forever?
It vary day to day. It varies.
Okay, it
Sometimes I
varies.
want, yeah, it
Mhm.
varies. Sometimes I want to meet my friend, so
Yes.
that thought comes.
So so they're changing,
Sometimes,
no? It's
yeah,
varying, it's changing.
yeah.
Okay. Did any of your experiences last forever? Last the whole time during this whole 10 days?
No, it is keep on changing.
Keep on changing, exactly. Keep on changing. Sometimes something coming, sometimes it going, sometimes something else
Right,
coming, and something
right.
going. So every experiences you have is changing, is impermanence,
Yeah,
wisdom of change. So Goenka
yeah,
also saying this a lot, anicca,
yeah.
anicca. So we are also realizing anicca. The the more we are just seeing clearly the experience. If we are stuck in the story, we forget about anicca. We are thinking about I need to change this, need to change that, and we forget everything is changing. But we just focus in the moment in what's happening, and we see it. We see the change. Sometimes you see the change like later, like I was angry, and then maybe 1 hour I'm not aware, and then later I'm not angry anymore, but I don't notice when the anger disappears. Sometimes you notice the anger disappear.
Right.
Yes. So this is really important. The practice of Vipassana starts really impacting us when we start to attend more and more to this anicca, to this change, to this inconstancy, this instability, this impermanence of experience. It's always changing. All thoughts arising, passing away. All emotions arising, passing away. All the sensations arising, passing away. So this is the wisdom of change.
Okay.
And then it doesn't matter anymore what we're experiencing. It doesn't matter if it's good, if it's bad. Actually, everything is changing and passing away. So we're always putting a lot of importance on our idea of the world, our idea of ourselves, our idea of this, our idea of that. But it's all changing also all the time. So no need to hold too tightly to any of these things. But doesn't matter, doesn't mean we don't do anything in life, doesn't mean we stop working or stop trying to be better husband, better wife, better
Mhm.
friend, better worker, take care of our bodies. No, it's still important because there's still an experience of us in the world, but no need to take it too seriously because it's changing.
Okay.
So we have the wisdom. The wisdom is something that we are developing as we practice Vipassana. We are developing a high level awareness, what's going on, high level acceptance, just accepting what's going on, and more care. The more we are seeing ourselves, the more we can care for ourselves. What we need, what we don't need, what we actually do a lot but don't actually need, some unhealthy habits. You can see how to care for others better because you understand how others working. You're understanding how you're interacting, how you're reacting to others because of some emotion. And this is what we're developing. And of course, the wisdom of anicca, the wisdom of change, developing. And the more wisdom we have, the more we're developing this understanding, the more easy actually it becomes to see clearly what's happening. So they're reinforcing each other. The more wisdom we have, the more easy it becomes to be aware because we understand the suffering that comes from not being aware. Like when we're talking about these dots, we understand when I'm not very aware, actually I'm very dependent and it's the potential for a lot of different things to bring us off balance and we get pushed and pulled. But the more you start seeing, the more you start to understand, hey, it's not because someone forced you to, but you start to understand the best thing I can do for myself, or a level of contentment, of happiness, to keep just being aware.
Okay.
So, Aru, you were sharing a little bit in the previous call in the Q&A about some of the things that you noticed in the last month of practicing Vipassana meditation. Can you share a little bit again?
Sh- Sharing in the sense how I felt, is it?
Yes, anything you noticed of the practice, how your life changed, or how your behavior, or how your thoughts or relationships changed um, since you were practicing Vipassana. And maybe it didn't change, or you didn't notice any change, or maybe things got worse. And everything is okay. You can share. You don't need to
Okay.
share positive just because I'm asking you.
Yeah. So I started Vipassana from November 1st. Almost it's a 46th day or so. So in the last 46 days, I would definitely say that my awareness level has increased or moved from one point to other point. Earlier, I was not, awareness was not, it can't be compared from what I was earlier and now. So definitely
Okay.
there is some kind of awareness. But during the practice, yes, I do have that awareness, and in between the thoughts were there. But throughout the day, I was unable to practice. That is that, in the slide, what you mentioned as informal life practice. I didn't add that. Only I am able to get this awareness during my morning practice and evening practice. I was unable to withstand this throughout the day. But on and off it comes.
And what was the
So,
effect of this awareness?
the emotions, sometimes I used to question why I am angry or what makes me angry. So that kind of awareness sometimes comes, but it is on and off, and it is in the during very limited time, maybe in a day
Mm-hmm.
once or twice.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm constantly practice that awareness, the wisdom, whatever you're sharing in the screen, that would be great. So what I am, the plan of action, what I have is that, so next initial days, maybe I need to have that kind of app, what I was saying, that mindful app bell for every 30 minutes or so. And then over a period of time, this might become internal to me. So
Yes, yes. What was the impact of, you said this awareness was coming once, twice a day, maybe. What was the impact when you became aware of, oh, I'm becoming angry? What was the effect?
if whenever I know the sensations about I'm getting angry, I can move from that state. So it's like a change in our Vipassana language, the same Aniksha. So I
Mm,
am getting awareness that, so this anger is unnecessary, and how do we better manage that situation? So I
mm,
will take that route or that path instead of being angry.
mm. Nice.
And in
Nice.
fact, before Vipassana practice, I used to get angry too often. Maybe
Mm,
I don't know whether it kind of some kind of realization that I should not. I won't say it's a kind of affirmation. I
yes.
made a decision that I should not get angry with my kids.
Yes.
So
Who
whatever,
who is this? Who is this anger hurting?
it's hurting me first,
Mm,
then
sure.
the people, then the people around me, and it
Sure.
has got a long impact also. That is that repercussion of that anger. I'm
Sure.
feeling it for a very long time from the others.
Sure.
The response
Sure.
for that. So I
Yeah.
made a decision somehow. I don't know whether after attending Vipassana or so that I
Yes.
shall never get angry with my kids. So
Yes.
I will share my views to them, whether
Yes.
they are going to accept it or not. That's their decision. So, but
Yes.
always I'll give my feedback in a nice and gentle way. Don't
Hmm.
be angry like that. So this kind of realization, maybe I would say that I got in last 45 days or so.
Great. Great. Nice. Nice to hear. Exactly. So this is really no, the meditation is no different from our life. So anger is just one of the harmful things that we do. But of course, there is a lot more: greed, hatred,
Yeah.
jealousy, stress, tension, what else is there? Withdrawal, many different emotions, sensations, which create guilt, self-judgment, judging others, um, indifference even is also another emotion that can cause harm. Um, so we are developing awareness of all of these states of mind. And it's not to say that we have some conclusion in mind already. I know this is bad, but we are curious. Okay, maybe we deal with anger, the big obvious thing, and you get less angry, and then you will start to notice other things, maybe more small things that you do, more subtle emotions that weren't so obvious because the anger is the biggest chunk. But over time, so there's these different knots in our personality, in our body and mind, in big knots, small knots, and we are slowly starting to see them with awareness, changing behavior, changing the way we relate to it, undoing. So more and more releasing, undoing, and not gripping so strongly. And you will see the things start to get better. My teacher is always saying, the one who's practicing mindfulness will get better. And then in
Okay.
the beginning, I was, what does it mean? Like, what do you mean? Only if I'm aware, my life will get better. Like, I still have to think about things and do things, and of course you do. But if you are aware throughout this whole process of doing it, you will understand better how to do the things, how to when you do things that cause you suffering or others suffering, and more developing this way. Even your relationship with your parents, with your friends, with whatever, with yourself when you wake up in the morning, developing the wisdom.
Yeah. I also don't remember when I was last get angry in the last 45, 46 days.
Great, great. So when we couple this awareness with our experiences in life, we're learning. And this practice is really about learning, not intellectual learning, like studying, like knowing it through your thinking, but learning through our experience. And maybe now these 45 days, out of you plant some seed, no? It's still very young, this practice for you. You maybe don't understand so much. It's in the early phases, but you keep watering, you keep giving water to the seed. And just like Goenka is saying,
Yeah.
this seed will start to grow into a plant, would become more resilient, will become a tree of Dhamma that will give also shade and fruit to others. And the more practice, the more longer term your practice, the more you bring it, the daily and the informal practice, and developing and growing the seed and caring for it. It needs care. If you don't care for it, if you don't do your practice, the thing will die again. And so it keeps on going, never ends.
Sure.
Good. I think that's all for this kind of
Yeah.
content. Do you have
Yeah,
any questions?
yeah, I have a couple of questions.
Go
Yeah.
ahead.
Yeah. One is why we are not focusing on yoga or any kind of physical exercise to our body, because I feel that that is also important. So some kind of asanas, kriyas, why Vipassana meditation is not focusing on any kind of physical form or physical exercises? That is one of my question.
Yeah, it's a good question. I personally feel that we should focus in the body also, but we
Mhm.
keep it separate from Vipassana.
Okay.
Because the Vipassana practice is working with just awareness. So it's
Okay.
going at the deepest level, but also the most subtle level. So
Okay.
we can improve our life a lot if we do a little bit of exercise every day. We will feel more happy, the body will be happier, and therefore the mind will also be happier. So it's not
Mhm.
to say we shouldn't do it. And they say in the course, in the 10-day course, don't do the physical practice because it shouldn't mix. So you should see just what the effect of awareness is. But throughout the rest of your life, you can use some yoga. It's really good. It's really nice. But not to think that this is the only way. For me, the deepest way to change myself is with the practice of awareness, of clear seeing, of vipassana. And I do many other things, many modalities. I'm trying to work with my psychology, authentic relating. I'm practicing a lot with my body, moving, breath work. Everything is
Mhm.
nice. So it's not to say those things are not good, but the deepest level is working with awareness and clinging and releasing aversion.
Okay. And the next question is, after this 10th day, can I play the audio and practice meditation daily morning and evening? Is that fine, or is there any other suggestion, instruction?
Yeah, you can do what you need for after this course. with the audios. I will send some extra ones. Actually, I already sent them by accident in the follow-up email. Um, but yeah, you can do this. You can, if you feel, you can join the longer course, the 7-week
Yes.
course, if you want to, and have this practice group also and understand a few more things. But you don't need to. I will also send these a few books which
Yeah.
are nice to read. So for me, this is how I learned for many years, is just my own practice, going on retreats, mainly
Mhm.
going on retreats in the beginning, and then reading, understanding different perspectives, finding my own way with it.
And next is traveling to other locations, other countries, other Buddhist monastery, all those things, is it required for me or
Not
now or
required,
in future? Okay.
not required at all. You can develop just where you are, just with your own life, what you're doing. These different places, they are like maybe like a school or something where you have exclusive time where you can focus on just this topic. For me, this is why I spend time in the monastery, 3 months where I can just focus on the Dhamma, learning it, understanding it, practicing it many hours per day. So I go deep and I understand more, and then I go back to my life and integrate it. So we
Okay.
always have to come back to our life and integrate it, but you can learn just in your life how to do it. Then you just need a little bit more self-motivation, discipline, like if you want to learn about English, you can go to university to learn the English, or you can go to
Right.
England and immerse yourself in it. But it's not necessary. You can also find ways in your own home how to learn English, how to practice English,
Okay.
um, and apply it how you need it in your life. So there's no degree in mindfulness. There's no certificate like you did it and
Mhm.
you are good now. No, the only measure or result, as we talked last time, is right here, right now. Is it helping me to live a better life today, right now?
Okay. I think you may need to lightly clean your camera glass lens
Oh,
because it's not
was like this the whole time.
no, recently, last few minutes. Yeah, now it's better.
Ah,
Yeah.
because the light is
Yeah.
shining on it.
Yeah. Now
Okay.
it's good. Yeah. And and the other thing what I was observing myself is that the suffering, why sometimes I am unpleasant. Maybe, and I was classifying it to two reasons. One is sometimes some of the skills might be missing at work. So maybe that is one of the reason I'm becoming sad. Or other time there is some kind of fear always happens. What might happen in future for our closed ones. So these are all some of the two reasons which puts me to the back seat or some kind of unpleasant thoughts I'm getting. So for this also, is there the same awareness is the solution or
And yes, so this is another topic, the fear, anxiety, how it is affecting our life, our behavior, and our relationships. So it is another place where we apply, but awareness, firstly, to be aware of it, to see how it arises, to see how it passes away, what are the causes that makes it. But it's always nice to work on the awareness level, so practice awareness of it, but also still be engaged with your life. So
Mhm,
maybe the awareness helps you to understand, oh, when I am this in this situation, then I have anxiety. And maybe there's a way that you can work with that, maybe to not have the anxiety so much. But maybe
mhm,
there's a part of anxiety you cannot work with through changing the reality or the world. So maybe the Vipassana is helping you to see what part of the anxiety is possible to work with and to accept,
mhm,
and what part of the anxiety you need to work more with the outside world in. For example, with these calls, I
mhm,
used to have a little bit more like worry, like how it's going to be, how it's going to go,
mhm,
or sometimes more people coming, 20, 30 people, sometimes not many. You are the first call where it's just one person. But it's okay. You know, I can see what I do
Mhm,
in the course. I can understand what maybe I need to do next time, maybe more engagement in the chat or something, and I can change it.
mhm,
But of course, there's little bit some feeling sometimes arising with this, some feeling, oh, maybe people think it's not good or whatever. And
mhm,
this part of anxiety I can deal with awareness. I can be
mhm,
mindful of this and not take it personally,
mhm,
not think, oh, I am so bad, I am so this, and
mhm.
start worrying, fear, anxiety, which then causes, of course, a lot of behaviors which maybe not necessary and create more suffering.
Yeah.
But doesn't mean I don't change anything on the outside world. But we
Mhm.
do it with awareness and wisdom also.
Okay. And the other question is about nowadays people are talking too much about financial freedom. I feel that financial freedom it's a different track, and any kind of yoga, meditation, vipassana, uh, this is another track. Uh, Due to this financial freedom, I'm so far I was thinking that I'm postponing my yoga practice or my meditation practice all along so far, because suddenly the priority might change. Suddenly I've been put into a different project, or I feel that right now the job is very important. I need to work very hard. I need to get a good rating. So I will give more priority to other things. Sometimes yoga, meditation, and all takes back seat. So how important this financial freedom is, or any thought on that?
Mhm. So you need to understand for yourself how much effort is going into it and how much happiness is it bringing or how much contentment is it bringing. For sure, financial freedom is not unimportant. Also because you have things in your life that you care about. You care about your children, you care about
Yeah,
um, having a home to stay in and things. So then this
yeah.
financial is important, but how important is it? Is it so important to really uh, do so much? Can it be less? Maybe it doesn't mean I get that thing or get that good there, but maybe it means I will be more happy on the way. And so you have to understand and make priorities for yourself. For me, before I was working in economics and finance, I was earning very good money, maybe you're in Australia. Um, but I realized I'm spending a lot of hours in my day, not how I think is most conducive for me. I mean,
Mm,
I was enjoying it in some way. There was nice things in my day, and I was practicing also my yoga, my meditation. But I felt
mm,
okay, maybe for me personally, I would like to explore a different way. But doesn't mean it's like this for everyone. I think also I could have been happy to continue like this on developing mindfulness, yoga, and within that world. But there's more personal choice. So I think we have to figure out and use the awareness. Because if we don't use awareness,
mhm,
most of the time we are chasing some
mhm.
idea or belief which is maybe not the reality. We
Right.
have some belief or idea which is not matching actually what's happening. So awareness helping us to create better ideas, better understanding, and which helping us to make better decisions.
Okay. One last question. Why not full-time practicing meditation, yoga? For example, I saw the small rooms in the Vipassana Center, Goenka Vipassana Center in Tiruvannamalai. There were
Mm.
small rooms, a cell. It's called a yoga cell or something. I was
Mm.
told that people will be booking that cells for a few days or few weeks and practice yoga. Oh, sorry, practice meditation.
Yeah.
So, can I take that 30 days course or 45 days course, or in near future some few months of courses?
Yes, you can do the course, of course. It's helpful. It's you go deeper, you understand more, you see more, you understand change, anicca better. It becomes more intuitive, deeper.
Mhm,
But no need to run away from life to just you think the life happens in the course in the meditation, but the life happening all the time, every moment.
Right.
So better to bring your practice to right now where you are.
Okay.
So you don't think, oh, I cannot practice if I'm not doing like this in the cell, in the silence. You can go deeper like this, but you always have to come back.
Okay.
And the best moment to practice is always right now. So
Okay.
even now, as you're listening, the best moment to practice, you think, I need to practice later or take a course,
Mm.
but no, you
Mm.
can do right now. There's your body, there's your hearing, there's your sensation. And this is the practice. This is the moment.
Sure. Thanks, Raymond. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Now you, yeah, nice you got to ask all your questions.
Yeah.
Yeah. Take care. Thank you
Yeah.
very much for joining.
Thank you. So he will be sharing the link for that advanced course, right?
Yes, yes, I will put it in the email.
Okay, sure.
Okay,
Yeah, I'll enroll myself after this 10th day.
cool, great. See you then. Bye bye,
Yeah.
Haru.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Take care.
Thank you.
Thank you.